Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I'm going to play the best tier 7 tank destroyer in the game, and is there any surprise what it is? For the last couple of years pretty much, the Cheeto SP has been absolutely ruthlessly dominating tier 7, and considering that it's just about to be nerfed, I think there's no better time to play the Cheeto SP. Now, I just realized, confession to make, Uncle QuickyBaby is actually in Japan right now, so konnichiwa. I hope you're all going to have a fantastic time with the YouTube videos that I've pre-uploaded. Accordingly, I believe by the time I end up releasing this video, the Cheeto SP will have actually been nerfed, and Wargaming will have done some very substantial things to this tank. They are butchering a large number of aspects of the Cheeto SP, and it's going to probably go from hero possibly down to zero. Yeah, they're absolutely killing a lot of the different things that have made the Cheeto SP just an absolute force in the game. I'm loading a lot of gold in my Cheeto SP right now, and that's because, like a true little dirty baby, I am trying to kind of get closer to having any kind of marks of excellence on this tank. Before they announced that this thing was going to be nerfed, I'd only played it like 30 times. I pretty much only played it during the poll website. I'm not usually the kind of player who just wants to play overpowered tanks back to back to back to back to back, but today I guess I'm going to make an exception. Whoa, that's quite scary that the Type 64 and the FSV have managed to take that position. It's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. It means I'm going to have to get out of here. Now, the question is do I have time to be able to go up and go around and be able to go after this player? Probably I do. Ashtura Mill seems to be in the wrong neck of the woods, doesn't he? Kind of wish I was up on the hill now to be able to deal with him, but I have to try and defend that corner. One of the worst things you can let happen when you're defending against an assault on Corellia is, well, this isn't Corellia, this is Redshire, whoops. On Redshire is to lose either the north or the south. If you lose the north or you lose the south, you're going to have a real bad day. So I always start in the middle. If they don't rush north, there's no point in going north at the beginning. Oh, great artillery. I'm sorry. Can I squeeze past here? Apologies, my friend. So taking the middle is a good move to begin with. But if you see that they go and dig in towards north, you don't have a choice. You have to go and get rid of it. So unless you see that your friends are going to do it for you, and I didn't think that these tier 6s were going to be as competent as they actually are, then it's up to me, really, to go and have to do this. But luckily, it looks like my team are doing a great job in finishing them off. There we go. Look at this. What a team to start off with today. I haven't had the best teams in World of Tanks recently. Had a couple of, the last couple of days I've had some of the worst teams probably I've ever had inside the game over a consistent period. I got a 50% win ratio. For me, I know a lot of you be saying 50%, that's not that bad. That's I go and get 35 and all of this, Mr. QB. But the thing is that when I average about 60, 62% wins in World of Tanks, if I'm having a 50% session, that's kind of like the equivalent of somebody who has about 50 having like a 38 session. It's incredibly frustrating. So it's happened to me the last couple of days. But like today, I don't know. Am I feeling blessed? I mean, with the way that this starts, sure. So how are Wargaming nerfing the Cheeto SP? Because by the time this video has been released, you will have the nerfed version. So firstly, the damage per minute is going down from an outrageous 2,341 down to 2,000. They're also nerfing the aim time, but only by 0.1 seconds, which isn't really going to make too much of a difference on the tank. The accuracy is going from 0.34 to 0.36. The bloom after firing will be increasing. Although considering that you got 6 seconds to aim, I don't really feel like the bloom after firing truly matters within that regard. Talk about truly matters. That T103, they were in the wrong neck of the woods. Truly matters? I mean, am I actually going to get to do anything this game? Maybe, possibly. That's a good hit. Man, that's terrifying. That's half health off a tier 6 T. There's only one tier lower than me. Man, this thing's brutal. It's just the perfect combination of a little bit of everything, you know? A bit of gun depression, a bit of frontal armor, nice little pokey gun. Do I think this thing's going to be horrendous in the next patch? Well, firstly, let me say they're nerfing the top speed limit of the vehicle as well. From 40 down to 30, so you're truly going to be more of a super heavy TD. And also the reverse speed is going to go from 15 to 12. My goodness gracious. This might be one of the biggest nerfs in World of Tanks history. The view range as well, from 370 down to 350, meaning that you're pretty much going to have to take coated optics if you want to see for yourself. I see that what Wargaming are basically trying to do is they're changing this vehicle as I just bounce a Borask. They're changing this vehicle from being a tank, which could kind of just do absolutely everything on the battlefield. Oh, man. Talk about do everything. That didn't quite work out for me, did it? They're changing it from being a tank that can pretty much just do everything on the battlefield to now being a tank that I guess is just going to be specialized at fighting heavy tanks in close quarters situations. Didn't have intuition there, but hopefully it's not going to prove to be my demise. I don't think so. This poor lag looks dead. What? Oh, I had to open my big mouth, didn't I? Am I going to get the kill, though, at least? Come on. I need all the marks of excellence that I can get on this tank. Borask trying to sneak up behind me. Let's try and see if I can catch some of the CC67 over here. But yeah, that Borask got good view range. Need to watch out for it. Oh, they're also, looks like they're nerfing the no, they're not really nerfing the camo. Maybe after firing. They're nerfing the camo after firing on this tank as well. How bizarre. Engine health as well? They're nerfing the engine health on this tank? Or are they actually buffing the engine health? I think they might actually be buffing the engine health on this vehicle, which is quite nice because this thing seems to lose its engine constantly at the front. And if Wargaming want it to be more of like a heavy tank within that regard, then it would make sense. Goodness gracious, this hasn't been the start that I wanted. If I want to 3-mark this vehicle... Oh, he's actually behind a wall. Oh, I guess I should have fired a bit lower still. If I want to 3-mark this thing, I need to be getting like 3,000 a game on this tank. How crazy is that? Imagine that the 3-mark requirements for a vehicle at tier 7 are 3,000 per game. Outrageous. Outrageous. So, yeah, definitely not my finest game of World of Tanks so far. But if we catch that CC67, hit them a couple of times, well, we can save this game. Save this game, I say. There's one shot. One more shot will make it not a disastrous game. Come on, baby, one more shot. Definitely not my round today so far, but you know what? Winners are winners. If I can take a win, I'll take a win. My team was just good, which makes a change for the last couple of days. Wonderful stuff. The Borask shuts down my Object 416. I can't really venture off after him. It's really funny because this would be considered like a good game for a tier 7, but because I know how outrageous this tank is, I know that this vehicle, it's not a good game for a tier 7 is what I'm trying to suggest. Like, I only did 2,100 combined. But wow, look at that VK2801. He got 6 kills. Well played to him. Fantastic result. So, yeah, man, this thing, it's being butchered. It really is. Also, I just realized that's not all. Wargaming are also nerfing the armor on the front from 250 down to 215, so it's not going to feel like it's a Ferdinand down at tier 7. Man. But as we saw with the statistics, probably the right thing for Wargaming to be doing, as this thing's just outrageous. I mean, I played awfully there, and I still finished 3rd on damage inside a tier 8 matchup. Now imagine what this thing does when it meets tier 5s. Yes, those tier 5s, if you manage to get them, they're not going to hold too much hope against this vehicle. So the Cheeto SP, it's been one of those tanks that over the last couple of years that I truly hated playing against. You just see it just performing way better than it should do. And at such like a sensitive tier like tier 7, to have something that's been this outrageous, when, for goodness sake, it meets things like an SU-152. An SU-152, it doesn't have any armor. It doesn't have any view range. I guess if you use the stock gun and you spam gold, you've got 250 pen, which is pretty good. But man, yeah, all of those regards, the Cheeto SP has just been an absolute blight on the game. So I'm trying to think about how to play this battle. They look like they've got some really scary mediums, but I don't want to play a sniper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a durability, and I'm actually going to go and fight the town and try and play against the heavies. But in a matchup like this, we can still struggle. This vehicle, what this tank really needs to do is it needs to kind of like sit, hold down, hide that lower plate, because that lower plate is horrendous, and just try and expose that decent current 250, next patch 215 millimeters of armor. So, thinking about it, if the Cheeto SP gets so badly nerfed, what vehicle is going to be kind of like the new best tier 7 again? Will it be the E25, or possibly even the CC56, which is an absolute beast of an Italian auto-loading vehicle? The problem with the CC56 is it's one of those kind of tanks that it's kind of just no fun to play, in a way. Although, one person's fun is another person's misery, and vice versa. Alright, so, man, yeah, just thinking about how this vehicle's nerf is going to be. I mean, this is without a turbo right now. I'm going along at 40-41 if we also include the engineer perk. But yeah, just to think this thing's going to be limited to 30. So, okay, how would I recommend to play this tank in your current patch? Because you're in the future, I'm in the past. I'm pre-recording this as I'm in Japan. So quite fetching, or telling that I'm playing a tier 7 Japanese tank, right? I think that with the nerfs, if you need to grind through this vehicle, I think you're best to probably take durability with turbo and gun rammer and just go and try and fight in heavy tank locations. That's what I would recommend. Go fight heavy tank locations. That's what I would recommend. Oh man, is that Skoda about to get me? Not quite. Thank goodness for that. That Skoda could have shaved off half my hit points right at the start of this battle. Okay. Whoa! I think that is an overmatch on the side. Did not realize his 130mm could overmatch that. But it looks like this thing has 45mm of side armor, but it doesn't look like it has 45mm there, that's for sure. Well, great shot, mate. That's going to definitely change my kind of game here. Thinking about trying to side scrape against these tier 7s. Remember, this thing doesn't really have the armor to do this, but we got to go for it anyway. So the Teenage bounces off us. I think I just got to be patient here. Maybe keep an eye on that Skoda. See if I can get some revenge on him. Doesn't look like he's aiming at me right now. Oh. Doesn't mean that I can get him. Doesn't mean that I can get him. At least Wargaming aren't nerfing the dispersion values on this vehicle. If they were nerfing the dispersion values on this vehicle, and I mean the moving dispersion, sorry, not the actual accuracy. They are nerfing the accuracy on the tank. But if they were nerfing the movement dispersion, then that could be really rough. I can't do this. I have to... I can't go against 3 tanks. I can't just side scrape out against 3 tanks. I just gotta wait. Gotta wait for this game to develop. Wait for it to grow. Maybe the Skoda will have mercy. There we go. And another one. You don't want to forget about this beast. Oh, close, so close. So close. Just managed to escape. Escape the wrath of the Cheeto SP. Okay, so let's just be patient. I reckon these guys will have to overcommit. Yeah, a little bit worried about those 2 tier 8s. It's actually 2 tier 8s and a tier 7 down there. I mean, that poke play there looks so nice. I've only got a VK and a Tiger now. No, I think I just be patient and hope they suck. This, such a tactic in World of Tanks with a vehicle like this. Be patient and hope they suck. That is the Unicum's tactics. Unicum's way of playing. Talk about suck. That big old tiger butt stopped me from getting the IS-22S there. Skoda gonna try and come around the corner again? I don't think he will. He's not that silly, is he? Well, I hope he is. But whether he actually is, that remains to be seen. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Just come in and feed the baby. Feed the baby. As... Fortunately, as my team is getting farmed right now. Yeah, what did I say about having too good of a team in that last battle? Yeah, back to reality. Might have to... Oh, I got spotted. There's no real opportunity for me to create here. It's pretty awkward trying to fight against these higher tier tanks. Talk about higher tier tanks. Oh, he missed. Just gotta take my chances here, right, guys? Should I take my chances against the ST? Oh, wow. Nice shot. Alright, this is a big moment now. Do I high roll or low roll? That's good. This game just got interesting. Should I just drive out in front of this M2Y and hope he sucks? Might go for that guy instead. Oh, they got my engine. Wow. Shows you this tank, right? Like, what tier 7 TD could have just held off so many tier 8s with those clutch shots and the occasional bounce and that damage per minute and that alpha? Look at how close this game is. Look at that impact. That is what the Cheeto SP has been all about these last couple of years. You know, if I was in a Jag Panther, I'd pretty much just go, oh, okay, go next, right? Go next game. Instead, the Cheeto basically just said, like, not today, buddy. Not today, buddy. Not today, buddy. And just like that, up to 3,000 damage. The knackered engine. Oh, thank you, Artie. Let's go. So we've got a VK on low hit points, a chopper that's... we don't know where they are. Unfortunately, I'm out of radio communication range with the TVP, so we don't know what's going on in the center. I reckon that VK's probably still in the same position. I'd love to get my engine back. But luckily with the engineer skill, it's not the biggest of deals. I'm going to ask this IS for a little bit of help. Do you think the VK's aiming across at me? He might be. He is. Oh. Nice. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, we were. I'll take this. This is a great game for a Cheeto SP considering the situation. I'm happy with the way that I've shot. I'm happy with the pressure that I've applied. If only I hadn't got hit by that Skoda T56 at the beginning, this game would be looking very winnable right now. Alright, looks like the IS got hit. The only thing that sucks now is I've used a build with the durability device to win the town. And let me tell you, I don't actually have any concealment on any of my crew members right now. So that's a little rough, isn't it? That chopper's exposed, actually. I might be able to get him through here. Close. Nice. He got shut down as well. Wow. Okay, but how are we going to close this one out? I mean, I've got no real view range. I mean, when I say that, next patch, I literally will have no view range. Because the view range is going to go from 370 down to 350. But yeah, my view range is definitely not great. View range is not great. Maybe I can try and decipher some of the graffiti. Maybe they'll provide me with some great, glorious tactic that will allow me to not suck at World of Tanks. Man, they could have so many tanks in so many positions right now. I think I just got to wait, possibly for like the Lorraine or the TVP to play. Wonder who it was who's been spotting that S51. Oh, that VK, that's a big canary. That's a big German canary. Doesn't even look like they've painted their tank. Every time I knock down one of these trees, it does give me extra camo, but it also is pretty sus. Wow, Artie got a great shot in. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of an ELC of a 90 or a Borask or a Prototype right now. Well, there goes another canary. I guess I just aim and hope. The Lorraine's actually... look where the Lorraine is. So if they're still in the middle of the map, that'll be bizarre. I think they might be camping out. Oh, I can't trust where this gun bug is. Gonna have to go to the side of the gun. Big moment here. Great kill. Alright, the ELC is actually across the way. Do I need to go back to base for that ELC, or should I push on with this IS? Oh my lord, is that a Tiger just in the middle of the map? I have to have some of that. But there could be a Borask anywhere. Somebody's pinging the map. Is the Borask on my side? Whoa, how does that miss? I can't believe that missed. Oh no, the Borask has got me in the side, I believe. Oh, there must be a Borask over here somewhere, I expect. Either that or an SU. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Can I still manage to get this Tiger without getting caught right now? Putting my hand in the cookie jar. Oof. Looks like I got one cookie. I want more. I'm greedy. I'm a greedy baby today. There's another. Does he spot me? He doesn't because he's stunned. I've got a few seconds before he's no longer stunned. There's the SU as well. It's a monster. We get this guy as well. Oh my lord, what is this game right now? Oh, let's go. I thought, oh no, there's a Borask. He's there. Oh no, get him. Kolobanov's attempt for this Borask. And a Pools medal as well, actually. He's going to go into the town. I have to just hope that the Type 57 goes after him here. Type 57 needs to go after him. Dude, this, like, Borask could be actually quite hard to catch right now. We've got to make sure he doesn't escape into the town, really. I'm a one-shot for him. This Borask has also managed to get gold in ranked one time, so he can't be the worst of players. Almost. Okay, I'm spotted. That's interesting. There he is. There he is. There he is. It's never good for him to be spotted in this scenario. I mean, what can he do, right? Another shot. Oh, this game is huge. Huge game. 4,000 damage in a tier 7, but it's probably going to be like 3rd class because it's a Cheeto SP, right? Probably 3rd class, right? Probably 3rd class because of a Cheeto SP. What a monster game. What a monster game. That was filthy. Absolute filthy round. Again, this is why this tank has got the best win ratio of any of the tier 7s, and it has had for the last 2 years. Because it just says, not today, and oh, this is a hard tank to ace, ladies and gents. 1,742 base, 4,700 damage. Is this my best game ever in a Cheeto SP? I will take it. And that's a good step forwards. We got our first mark of excellence. How many games did it take me? 45 to get my first mark of excellence. I still got a long way. If I want to get my 3rd. But what will happen is the requirements will drop massively after the patch. But, like, there you go. Cheeto SP. Outrageous game. I fired a lot of gold, but whatever. I'm trying to get my marks of excellence. All right. I mean, what more have I really got to show you about the Cheeto SP? But we'll go again. And as we enter the battle, oh, that was a great game for me, for any vehicle, let alone for this one. But what do I think is going to be the next hot tank when the Cheeto SP gets nerfed? Well, the E25 is always great, but I seriously think that a vehicle like the CC56 will massively benefit from a Cheeto nerf, because the CC56 will still be able to have that bruising play. It's quite interesting that the Challenger does so well as well, but it is flexible with that 280 Alpha as well. So yeah, I think that those will probably be the biggest winners for next patch. All right, cool. Well, there you go. If that wasn't worth a thumbs up, I don't know what will be. 1,700. And again, we just had that moment where I thought we went from thinking like, it's all over, to wow, this is a possibility. I needed that. Honestly, the last couple of days I've been playing on stream have been really rough. I mean, I had one incredible game that you might see on YouTube fairly soon. No spoilers. But yeah, the days have been rough. Man, if any of you out there feel after a couple of days of playing World of Tanks, your confidence just feels completely shot, just do something else for a little while. And then go play a Cheeto SP, right? Alright, anyway, our quest to get our 3rd mark of excellence on the Cheeto SP. We're one step closer. We've got a long way to go. There's only, well, it's too late for you guys to be able to pad in this vehicle. Like I have been doing on stream, and like I am doing today in today's YouTube video. But I'll tell you what, a little bit of a dirty little trick you can do for marks of excellence, by the way. Dirty little secret for marks of excellence. And the dirty little secret is as follows. If you play a vehicle while it's incredibly good, and then you wait 2 weeks after the vehicle's been nerfed, there will be a huge drop-off in the statistics of the tank. A huge drop-off in the statistics of the tank. And so what you can do then is wait to... Ooh, no, that's not good. Wait 2 weeks after the vehicle has been nerfed, and there'll have been a huge drop-off in the statistics. And then you can just play one game, and because the requirements have dropped off so much, it will have been very much easier for you to be able to get your marks. So what you can do is play a vehicle a lot when Wargaming announced that it's going to be nerfed. Get to about like 92% marks of excellence, and then wait 2 weeks after the release day, and you can use the Awesome Tomato GG website to see when the marks drop. And then play one game, hopefully do okay, and it will then recalculate what your mark is. And even if you have a mediocre game, your marks can sometimes swing up 2, 3, 4% in the case of an extreme nerf, like on the Cheeto SP. All depending on what the requirements will be for the new nerf vehicle. And it also requires people to actually play the tank that's been nerfed. So I'm a little bit worried about the Gonzalo at the back. That Gonzalo's definitely wanting to hurt my feelings here. But you know what? If that guy's going in, I got to go in as well, right? I got to go in as well. That little cute. I thought it was actually a Govika instead of a Gonzalo there, but I just realized it's both. Should be able to get him around the corner. I think he's in that bush right now. If he moves, I'll spot him. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. Gonzalo got me in my lower plate for 500. Really good shot, mate. Well done. Guess I just got to come around the corner and blast these guys. Maybe I got a little bit of an adrenaline dump from that previous game of World of Tanks. Wow! Talk about adrenaline dump. We're also getting an accuracy purge right now. Hello, Super Pershing. How you doing? You having a good day? I was trying to track him there as well. Make a little bit more marks progress. Gosh, this thing pumps. Absolute pumper of a tank. Got to watch out for the Gonzalo there. He's going to be around the corner as well. But hopefully he shoots him and not me. Brave, brave. So QuickyBaby. Oh, I'm not getting any luck right now. I think I used all of my luck in that last game, ladies and gents. What? He's firing AP now. Don't quite manage to get him. Every shot counts right now. Every shot is a good, like, 0.1 of my marks. I want my marks. Nice. There's another 0.1. Good. G. GGG. And just like that, we're clapping. We're consistently clapping. Consistently clapping in this tank. Is there any doubt that this thing has been the best tier 7 for a couple of years? Any doubt at all? A filthy tank. This is not just a playing video. This is QuickyBaby says goodbye to an absolute filthy tank that has frankly been an absolute blight on the game. No doubt it has been an absolute blight on the game. So many games that I've played towards the mid-tiers have just been absolutely ruined by the Cheeto SP, and I, for one, will be very happy when I come back from Japan, and there will have been the patch, and I can play tier 7 tank destroyers like a Jagdpanther again without feeling like I'm letting my team down. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was it for today. That was me playing possibly one of the most overpowered tanks of all time, the Cheeto SP. Happy it's getting nerfed. I think that Wargaming might have been a little extreme. I think that maybe they could have left it with its armor and just nerfed the vehicle's gun. It does look like they're basically destroying all of the vehicle's aspects of how it can play, with all honesty. But that's Wargaming's decision. Anyway, we got ourselves 2,900 combined there. That was 3 games, 3,300 combined average, 100% win ratio, 1,773 base, not base, regular experience average, and 11,000 Wargaming rating. And we even broke even as well. So yeah, final word with regards to how they're nerfing this tank. Oh, they're also doing the hit points down to 900. Yeah, like any one of these nerfs, like the top speed and the armor, would have probably been enough. The fact that they're doing the view range, they're doing the hit points, they're doing the armor, they're doing the top speed, the reverse speed, the damage, everything. Yeah, I think it might be time to retire the Cheeto SP. Anyway, that's it for today. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know what you think about the nerfs to the Japanese tank destroyers in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.